Now, after massive protests over delay in paddy procurement, Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar announced that the crop procurement will begin from tomorrow in Haryana and Punjab. The move comes after protesting farmers hit the streets and gherao Chief Minister Khattar's house. In fact, cops even baton charged agitating farmers in Panchkula. While dozens of farmers were taken into police custody, the police claimed that protesters tried to run over tractors over the police personnel. Meanwhile, tense scenes were also witnessed outside house of BJP MLA Aseem Goyal in Ambala city as agitating farmers gherao the BJP MLA's houses. In fact, the farmers were protesting delay in paddy procurement, which was postponed from the 1st of October to the 11th earlier.
पहले केंद्रीय मंत्रालय ने, हमारे विभाग ने इसको पोस्टपोन करके 11 अक्टूबर ये कर दिया था, लेकिन हम देखते हैं हरियाणा की मंडियों में धान बहुत सा आ चुका है और उसमें प्रोक्योरमेंट के लिए सब किसानों की ओर से भी मांग थी कि इसको जल्दी शुरू किया जाए। हमने केंद्रीय मंत्रालय से, हमारे अश्विनी चौबे जी से आकर के निवेदन किया कि इसको जल्दी से शुरू किया जाए। तो अभी बैठ करके एक निर्णय ये हुआ है कि कल से विधिवत 3 तारीख से 3 अक्टूबर से और ये प्रोक्योरमेंट जो है वो सब जगह शुरू हो जाए।
Now, amid reports of Channi and Sidhu's truce in Punjab, Sidhu has made it quite clear that he will not leave Gandhi's siblings. In a tweet, he said, and I quote, "Post or no post, I will stand with Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi." Here's what panned out.
Will Navjot Singh Sidhu return as Punjab Congress chief? The suspense still continues. Despite holding a marathon meet with Chief Minister Channi on Thursday, there's little movement on the ground. Amid reports of both Channi and Sidhu having reached a compromise formula over Sidhu's 3 demands, there's still no official word on this. According to the so-called truce formula, Channi has rejected one of Sidhu's demands on removing DGP Iqbal Sahota in sacrilege case. Channi, however, has agreed to appoint a special prosecutor in the case. The appointment is said to have been taken to placate Sidhu. Channi has also dismissed another Sidhu's demand of removing Attorney General APS Deol. CM Channi has stayed mum on Sidhu's 3rd demand of removing Cabinet Minister Rana Gurjeet Singh. Meanwhile, in a message to Sidhu, Channi's Deputy Chief Minister Sukhjinder Randhawa was seen with DGP Iqbal Sahota conducting a surprise check at Punjab Police Headquarters on Friday, a clear sign that Channi is not ready to budge. As speculation amounts over whether Sidhu will take back his resignation, on Saturday in a tweet, Sidhu made it clear that while he may have given up the post of Punjab Congress chief, he won't leave the party and will always stand by the Gandhi siblings.
Certain ice-breaking steps which have been taken. Names have been sent for the new DGP appointment. There's also been appointment of R.S. Bains as a special prosecutor who will deal with the sacrilege case. But is that enough? Or will Navjot Singh Sidhu continue to play spoilsport as far as the new government is concerned?
As the never-ending Congress Punjab turmoil continues, sources say High Command may replace Harish Rawat as Punjab in charge over his alleged poor handling of the crisis.
मैंने वही किया है जो पंजाब के इंटरेस्ट में था या जो कांग्रेस के इंटरेस्ट में था.
Sources say that Rajasthan Minister Harish Chaudhary is likely to replace Rawat.
मैं कांग्रेस से कार्यकर्ता था, हूं और रहूंगा. ये क्या जिम्मेवारी मुझे मिलती है, मेरा अधिकार नहीं. जो भी जिम्मेवारी मुझे मिलेगी और अगर मुझे छोटी जिम्मेवारी मिलती है तो उसमें मैं संतुष्ट हूं कि उसके अंदर बेहतरीन मेरे जितनी योग्यता है उसमें मैं कार्य कर सकता हूं.
Sidhu's rebellion came as a big setback to Channi, and the Chief Minister has his work cut out as the Gandhis remain silent on the crisis. The Chief Minister must pacify Sidhu, keep the flock together, and also ensure victory for the Congress in the polls, which is just months away. With Kamaljit Sandhu, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, after build-up in Chinese aggression at line of actual control, Army Chief Naravane embarked on a two-day visit to Ladakh to review the situation there. While speaking to India today, Army Chief assured that Indian soldiers are well prepared to deal with any and every situation and exposed Pakistan's heinous terror design as well. Let's take a listen.
Chinese aggression at LAC. PLA builds more infrastructure on Chinese side of the border. Considerable Chinese troops deployed. Amid fresh developments at the border and approaching winter season, India is keeping a close watch on Dragon's activities. Army Chief General M.M. Naravane was in Ladakh for 2 days to visit the forward areas and check the operational preparedness. In an exclusive conversation with India Today, General Naravane confirmed deployment of PLA troops at LAC.
चाइना ने अपने तरफ LAC के अपने तरफ काफ़ी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पैदा किया है। लाजमी है कि ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ज़्यादा ट्रूप्स को तैनात करने के लिए ही है।
The Army Chief emphasized on solutions through talks and sounded hopeful that the two sides can agree on further disengagement at the next round of Corps Commander talks.
12 राउंड टॉक के हो चुके हैं और हमें उम्मीद है कि 13वां राउंड जो है वो अक्टूबर इसी महीने में जल्दी ही हो जाएगा।
Not only relying on commander-level talks, General Naravane also assured that our forces were ready for any challenge.
जो आधुनिक हथियार हैं वो भी हमने यहाँ पर इंडक्ट किए हैं। हमारा जो फोर्स पोजीशन है वो बहुत ही मजबूत है और जो भी चुनौती है उसका हम सामना करने के लिए तैयार हैं।
The Indian Army has deployed K9 Vajra howitzers in Ladakh amid the ongoing tensions with China.
यहाँ पर K9 वज्र तोप अपनी मरक क्षमता का प्रदर्शन कर रही है। सभी आधुनिक तकनीक से लैस इस तोप की मरक क्षमता का कोई जवाब नहीं है और यहाँ पर खास तौर से चीन से इन ऊंचे पहाड़ों में 12,000 से लेकर 16,000 फीट की ऊंचाई पर दुश्मन के किसी भी ठिकाने को नेस्ते नाबूद करने में ये तोप पूरी तरह से कामयाब है।
The Made in India big guns provide a massive boost to India's firepower at the border.
मॉडिफिकेशंस करने थे वो किए, फिर हमने इसका फायरिंग भी किया, उसमें भी बहुत अच्छे नतीजे निकले और ये सब देखते हुए फिर हमने ये फैसला किया कि इस गन को भी लद्दाख में तैनात की जाए।
The gun has been deployed in eastern Ladakh on the China border in a very short time and it is ready to tackle any threat in eastern Ladakh from Chinese Army.
Not just on the eastern side, India is also battling threats from Pakistan on the western front. Amid recent ceasefire violations and increase in infiltration bids at the LOC, Army Chief exposed Pakistan's heinous terror design.
जो सीज़फायर समझौता हुआ था फरवरी के महीने में, उसके बाद जो अगले 3-4 महीने थे जून के आखिर जुलाई तक, ये समझौता बहुत ही अच्छा रहा और कोई सीज़फायर वायलेशन भी नहीं था, ना कोई घुसपैठ की कोई कोशिश रही। लेकिन हमें देखने में आया कि पिछले 2 महीने में ये फिर से थोड़ा बढ़ रहा है।
General Naravane also said that the army is closely monitoring the situation in Afghanistan after the hostile takeover by Taliban.
अफगानिस्तान में जो स्थिति है उसके ऊपर हमारी लगातार नज़र है और उसके हमारे ऊपर क्या असर हो सकता है उसका भी हम हमेशा अंदाज़ा लगा रहे हैं।
As winter approaches, India's forces are extra vigilant as China and Pakistan continue to provoke. The Army Chief's Ladakh visit is a clear signal that India is prepared to counter any challenge head-on. With Manjeet Negi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Army Chief General Naravane is currently on a 2-day Ladakh visit as China conducts military drills in Tibet and Xinjiang. He reviewed security situation and also interacted with troops posted on forward posts and commended their morale. Let's take a look.
Chinese artillery carrying out live firing exercises in the high-altitude battlefield in Xinjiang before the onset of the harsh winters in the area. The 155mm PCL-181 vehicle-mounted howitzer exercise was followed up by rapid mortar firing exercises. China is rapidly building up its military muscle in the Western Theatre Command near Ladakh, with a special emphasis on strengthening weapons and troop deployment both in Xinjiang and Tibet. China is also building additional shelters for soldiers to remain deployed in -30 to -40 degrees temperature through another harsh winter that's approaching. Chinese actions are being closely monitored in India.
Because of our peculiar environment of contested borders and an ongoing proxy war in the hinterland, the Indian Army is in active operations throughout the year, safeguarding the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the country.
Chief of the Army Staff, General Manoj Mukund Naravane, is on a 2-day visit to the forward areas in Ladakh to assess military deployments, review preparedness and boost the morale of soldiers deployed following the intense standoff with China that began last year. The Indian Army too has carried out a super high altitude armoured exercise in eastern Ladakh in the Chushul Pangong Tso area. The Snow Leopard Armoured Brigade spearheaded the brigade level armour and mechanized forces thrust exercise in Ladakh. Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary, soon after taking over as the 27th Chief of the Air Staff, spoke of ensuring strong defences and deployment both of the Rafale and other air defence assets.
इंडियन मेड DRDO की तरफ से प्रोड्यूस जो हैं, जैसे कि अस्त्रा बियॉन्ड विजुअल रेंज मिसाइल हैं, 83 एडिशनल LCA हैं, MR-SAM हैं, आकाश एडिशनल हैं, ये सारे मेड इन इंडिया हैं और इसको हम जितनी जल्दी हो सके उतनी जल्दी हम उसको ऑपरेशनलाइज करेंगे.
India has meanwhile refuted Chinese allegations that the rise in tensions was due to India's forward policy at the line of actual control. Arindam Bagchi, spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs, said China continues to deploy a large number of troops and armament at the border and India had to take appropriate measures in response to Chinese actions. India has made it very clear that the standoff is due to China's provocative behavior and unilateral attempts by Chinese armed forces to change the status quo along the LAC. With Manjeet Negi in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the mobile application for Jal Jeevan Mission. The initiative aims to provide tap water connection to every rural home by 2024. Here's more on that story.
On the occasion of Mahatma Gandhi's 152nd birth anniversary, Prime Minister Modi virtually launched the Rashtriya Jal Jeevan Kosh and Jal Jeevan Mission mobile application, aimed at providing water connection to every rural home.
ये डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन का, विकेंद्रीकरण का, उसका भी एक बहुत बड़ा मूवमेंट है. ये विलेज ड्रिवन, विमेन ड्रिवन मूवमेंट है. इसका मुख्य आधार जन आंदोलन और जन भागीदारी है.
The app will provide details of water infrastructure, water quality and contamination levels for each village.
कितने घरों तक पानी पहुंचा, पानी की क्वालिटी कैसी है, वाटर सप्लाई स्कीम का पूरा विवरण, सब कुछ इस ऐप पर मिलेगा. आपके गांव की जानकारी उस पर होगी. अभी पानी सब घरों में पहुंचा है.
The Prime Minister also virtually spoke to beneficiaries of the Jal Jeevan Mission to spread awareness.
गांव की महिलाएं और बच्चे पानी लेने के लिए मीलों मीलों दूर चलकर जा रहे हैं. बहुत ही कम ही लोगों के मन में ये सवाल उठता है कि आखिर इन लोगों को हर रोज किसी नदी या तालाब तक क्यों जाना पड़ता है. मैं समझता हूं जिन लोगों पर लंबे समय तक नीति निर्धारण की जिम्मेदारी थी, उन्हें ये सवाल खुद से जरूर पूछना चाहिए था. हर घर में जल कैसे पहुंचे.
The Jal Jeevan Mission was announced by the Prime Minister in 2019 to provide clean tap water to all households.
आज देश के लगभग 80 जिलों के करीब 1.25 लाख गांवों के हर घर में नल से जल पहुंच रहा है. पिछले 7 दशकों में जो काम हुआ था आज के भारत ने सिर्फ 2 साल में उससे भी ज्यादा काम करके दिखाया है.
Jal Jeevan Mission app could be a huge boost to people in rural areas as the Modi government works on realizing its target of providing safe drinking water to every rural household by 2024. Bureau Report, India Today.